What's up guys? Every year I buy the latest iPhone and typically stop using it within the first few days just because it feels so backwards compared to Android. But after using the new iPhone 6s and 6s Plus for a week, this is the first iPhone that hasn't drove me nuts. Let me explain why. So without further ado, let's get started. One of the biggest reasons why I didn't like last year's iPhone 6 was iOS 8. It was clunky, didn't work well, and was extremely buggy. And I talked about it in my review I did about the iPhone 6, which is worth checking out. But this time around, things feel a lot different. Yes, iOS is still a boring layout with a grid of icons and lacks customization. And coming from Android, well, it's underwhelming. Though on the flip side, Apple has ironed out a lot of the bugs and complaints I had about iOS 8 last year, and it's definitely matured. Perhaps one of the biggest changes is 3D Touch. Now, Android has had something very similar to this since day one, where you press and hold down to reveal additional actions, and naturally it works really well, but Apple takes it even a step further. For example, if you want to post something to your favorite social network, normally you'd have to load the app, create a new post, attach an image, and then finally post it. While with 3D Touch, you can press on the pressure-sensitive display to reveal new actions without the need to even enter the app and do exactly what it is that you want to do. But it's not just about posting updates on social media. There's also many other actions you're capable of doing. For example, one of my favorites is while I'm typing, if I want to move the cursor, all I need to do is press down and I can move it around like a trackpad. Now this comes in handy and it works really well. And although there are many apps that still don't take advantage of this new feature, it's definitely a step in the right direction, and personally, I like it and I can't wait to see what developers can do with it, especially in gaming. Another gripe I've had with iPhones is navigating through the user interface. Say for example, you're using an app, then you push on a link and you leave that app. With the old iOS, in order to go back, you had to double tap the home button, which will then bring up the multitasking window, find the app that you were last using and choose it. With Android, you have a dedicated back button and it works great 99% of the time. You just push on the back button and you go back to where you last were, and it's very simple. With iOS 9, the process is a bit streamlined with this new back button, sort of. Now, if you don't look closely, you'll miss it. It's hidden at the very top left-hand corner at the furthest point away from your thumb. Common sense, huh? But hey, it's there, and as I said before, it's a step in the right direction, so I'll take it. Now, the performance of the phone is also something that stood out to me and is significantly faster from last year's model. My guess it's the 2 gigs of RAM, which I'm surprised Apple has taken this long to add, but I'm sure it was needed with the new camera update. Speaking of camera, as someone who loves to take pictures and shoot video, the new iPhone camera is much improved, which also includes 4K video recording. And I'll do a follow-up video on just the camera alone, so if you're not subscribed to the channel, make sure you do so you don't miss out on that video. Overall, the new iPhone is more polished with new internal upgrades that were very important, and stay tuned for my full review in the next couple of weeks where I'll give you my final thoughts and impressions and if it's worth buying. Also, don't miss out on the epic showdown between Android versus iOS later this year when I compare it to the latest Nexus phones from Google. I hope you enjoyed this video on the new iPhone 6. Hit that like button if you feel like being awesome. Also, if you're interested in buying one of those skins for your phone, I'm going to leave a link down below to Slick Wraps, so make sure and go and check them out. Thanks again for watching, and you'll catch me in the next one. Adios.